Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
For us to continue talking peace and non-violence against a government whose reply is only savage attacks on an unarmed and defenseless people.
You are listening to Active Spaces Insightful Conversations with Ayanda Sithebe. Keep it locked.
Welcome to it. It's Insightful Conversations with Ayanda Sithebe. Man, we just started this show with a bang today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh man. That's so embarrassing. That's my phone actually. You see this internet thing. People call you knowing you are in the show and they call you for the sake of just calling you. How are you, good people? I hope everyone is doing well. It's a beautiful day. It's really, really a wonderful day. I think it's such a best time to be alive right now. I can't stop talking about yesterday.
Yeah, I heard it the whole morning. You can do it again.
Yeah, I had such a beautiful Mandela Day, you know. Yeah, it was just like life-changing Mandela Day.
Tell us how you felt.
It felt amazing. And I think it's, the more I think about it now, it's beyond being in the presence of an amazing Oscar-winning actress, which is Charlize Theron. It was like beyond being with her, but the work that she's doing. We got an opportunity to speak to a young group of girls, I think between the age of 18 to like 24. And I'm like, how amazing, like we met like independent thinkers, like, and they're so young. And I was like to myself, I wish at that age I used my brains like that. It was so amazing. They're so ambitious, they're dreaming, And that's like thinking beyond even their conditions, because they like the conditions they're in is like, it's they were telling me that now and again they don't have electricity, they don't have water, but beyond those challenges, like these kids are still like thinking about their dreams, and I think that's what they carry, like this is what's going to take us out of poverty and so forth. So I think I had like really, really amazing conversations with young people out there who are inspired, who are like really, really to tackle sort of the world. So in light of the Madiba sort of month, in light of the Madiba Day yesterday, it really got me thinking, and I think it's something that we've been thinking about throughout the month, Linda, that what are we doing to really contribute to development of South Africa? And especially with our challenges that we know that there's so much people that are struggling, there's so much sort of people that are like going through days without eating.
Poverty-ridden country.
It's bad. And what are we doing as individuals to sort of help or support or like really improve our living standards in South Africa, and it got me thinking even deeper in terms of actors. As actors, what can we do? And if we're doing, what more can we do to really sort of change the situation in South Africa? It got me really, really emotional, because I think sometimes we get caught up in our day-to-day lives. We get caught up with our own challenges. We get caught up with just struggling with data. We get caught up with petrol. We get caught up. But other people,
have real struggles.
Yeah. So that's what we're talking about today. I want us to talk about, in light of Madiba Month, as actors or as artists overall, what can we do to really improve the state of the country, or are we doing enough to really eradicate poverty? Talk to us on our social media pages, especially on Twitter. If you've got any question for us, hit us up. And today we actually have really, really an amazing guest. I love her energy. She's young. She's ready to tackle the world. I think she's on her way. I can't wait for us to have that insightful conversation with her. I can't wait. I'm going to introduce her, and then you're going to know who's... but actually, because it's on social media that I'm meeting Didi Mugabane. I hope I'm saying her surname right. But I can't wait to have a chat with her. So we're going to quickly go for an ad break. When we come back from paying the bills, I'm going to give you the latest news. Thank you.
The station with the best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
This one is explosive.
brandlive.co.za.
Lunatic, 'cause I do what I want, and I get what I want when I want it.
Life can be so ordinary. Boy meets girl, they said, oh, make a baby.
brandlive.co.za.
All right. You're back with Insightful Conversations with me, Ayanda Sitebe, chilling with my content producer here, Linda, who's sort of helping out today. She's like on the mic there, which is very nice and stuff. Linda, what's on our latest news?
Yes, so today we are happy to be reading on the Zanzibar International Film Festival, aka ZIF, which announces awards on Saturday night, July the 14th. An African woman topped the list, dominating many of the top categories. This is amazing. I'm already excited, women in film. That's a big thing.
It is.
The development and recognition of women within the film industry was a reoccurring theme throughout both the ZIF and the inaugural Discop Zanzibar. So the Discop, I think, is another film festival.
It is.
That was taking place in Zanzibar.
Yeah.
The films in selection crossed a broad spectrum of topics and genres and represented over 40 countries. This includes Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, South Africa, Nigeria, Iraq, and so many more. And women from across Africa and the globe were in strong attendance, with a marked increase from previous years. Their success in the awards roster is a testament to the hard work and persistence of many, both men and women, who continue to focus on creating gender parity within the industry. So, I mean, women filmmakers took home a total of 10 awards.
Wow, that's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I think it's amazing how really women are sort of taking lead within the film industry. It's amazing. I think the woman voice is really like on a rise within the film sector. More can be done.
It's long overdue.
It is. So it's I think it's a good thing that so many women were recognized during this film festival, and so many women entered their films. I think that's another thing that must happen, is that women filmmakers must just submit their films. Definitely, I think that's important. Don't
sit at home and then complain and not enter your film, and then when you don't win and you just you're mad.
You can't win if you're not doing anything, right?
Exactly.
Submit those films, produce those films, do quality, put them out there. But I think women are like doing really, really amazing things in the film space, and that's very exciting. Wouldn't it be nice? Maybe it exists actually. If it does, tell us about it. A woman film festival. Do you know any of?
Not that I've heard of, like specifically. I've heard of other like women awards. I've never heard of
a woman film
festival. Dedicated.
That would be so exciting, because sometimes sometimes these sometimes some films are produced by women and written by women, and then we get a male director, which sometimes it's not a bad thing, but sometimes I think like if women really want to put their voice out there, sometimes some things I think they need to be precious about them. Some films I can't sort of direct, like especially if it's got a strong message for women, or it's really touching on women experiences. I think sometimes it needs just a woman touch throughout. So it'd be very nice to have a female festival coming out. Thank you so much for those news, Linda. I know we keep putting you under the spot, but you keep like rising over the spot. Up next, let's look at the actor of the week.
I'm excited about this one.
Yes. All right, drum rolls. The actor of the week. This is one of my favorite segments on this show. This one has to go to Billy Edward. His real name is Billy Langa, but he's known as Billy Edward in the industry. He's an amazing theater genius. He's done a beautiful show called Zwalo, and he's converted that show to a book. He's just doing amazing things, and I think I really want to give him a shout out today. Billy Edward, my brother, you're doing the greatest things, and the actor of the week this week goes to you for your performance last night. So last night we went to watch a James Noble production. It's Letters from Mandela. It was really amazing production. I had beautiful actresses out there and actors at the Market Theatre. Thank you so much for that question. It was amazing. But I think for me, the person that stood out, Didi was there as well. She did amazing as well. Someone else who did amazing for me was Lisette Jobs. But Billy Edward
stole your heart that night.
My God. What he did is that he captured the spirit of Dada, and when he was, even from the costume, even from the body language, you could see that it's someone who committed to the character and invested a lot of energy into it and time. And the words, I think he treated the letter with so much care. So big ups to him, 3 cheers to him. He sort of reminded us sort of why we love theater. He reminded me the beauty of theater. He really real time, like I was really captured. I was emotional after he performed. So dude, this goes out to you. Well done to you, and you the actor of the week.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's take another quick ad break to go pay the bills. When we come back, we're hoping our guest will be here. What's wrong with our guest running late? Last week it was Tavo, not Tavo, sorry, Paul. And now Didi is running late. Is that Didi sending you a message? No.
Unfortunately not.
Oh. You see, now it's like now we're coming up with these things. We're coming up with guests,
like,
and then like, oh, they want listeners.
Just want us to come through.
Guys,
no, I am the content producer. Trust me. These people I speak to every day.
These people,
you know,
they're gonna kill you. Why are you calling actors these people?
Not like that, man.
These
You
people.
see?
Hey, I'm telling you. But anyway, it's insightful conversations with actors. So actors, if you don't get to the studio, then we're not having an insightful conversation here. But anyway, we love you either way. Because you are amazing, because you are dedicated to your craft.
That's a great comeback.
Because it's not a comeback. They are amazing people. They work hard.
They
people.
work hard. It
Actors
makes sense,
hard.
you know.
They do.
Like
They do.
here to there, from here to there. So it makes sense.
And then we come. The magazine comes. Can we have a feature with you? And then a radio show in between. And that's why I think it was amazing last night. Actually, that we had so many actors who committed to the production. Because most of the time, most of these actors don't have the time. Some of them are committed to soapies, and they shoot almost on daily basis. So to have an actor really sometimes commit to these things, it's I don't take it for granted. It's always amazing. But yeah, hit us up on Twitter at Actor Spaces. Ask us anything, especially in terms of contributing to the society, and especially in terms of contributing to really developing South Africa. Here's something that I picked up as well about the state we are in, right? I'm realizing more and more that do you think I think there needs to be a mind shift, especially with like the young generation, and specifically the young generation in like disadvantaged spaces. I think there needs to be a mind shift. Yesterday I spent time with these young girls, and I could see that their environment like really lacks like role models, you know, and lacks role models, and it's like role models are so far from them. Their own role models, they see them on TV and they don't have access to them. Do you think there needs to be a mind shift as well in terms of the well-established people like going back to their communities and trying to make a change? Do you think are we doing enough of that somehow, Linda?
Absolutely. I really think that there should be like some kind of a change, a mind shift. It's everyone has that mentality of, let me go to the city and let me make it big there, you know, but they say charity always starts at home, you know. So the legends need to, you know, the people that are well established need to go back and be like, what can I do for the kid that was like me when I was 9, when I was 12, that wants to do the same thing as me, that wouldn't have the same opportunity to go to the city or to go to a specific place to make it big, you know. So I think a mind shift is definitely needed, and also where there's just so many opportunities out there, you know. I understand when you come from a disadvantaged background, you feel like you're doomed to a certain extent, you know. But you need to look at other people that have come out from those situations and be like, here, there's nothing I can do for myself, nothing can be done for me here. But I can, you know, go elsewhere and find opportunities somewhere else.
Wow, that's so powerful. So amazing what you're saying. And I think another thing that people should know, or what we should know as young people that are sort of trying to make it in our own different industries, is that you don't have to be rich, but you don't have to be rich to want to make an impact. People think that you need millions in the bank to start making an impact in your community. I think it's just taking the little knowledge that you have, or the same sort of element of empowerment. I think you're a very empowered young lady, Linda. But I think we can take this empowerment to our communities.
Definitely.
Yeah. But anyway, let us know what you think. A lot of people are really agreeing with changing one life at a time. That mind shift is necessary. Wow. 6, I can't agree with you more. Simpiwe Nkosi has come back to Witbank to introduce the young groups to dramatic arts. Beautiful, Simpiwe Nkosi. So we need more. We need more people that can just, go back to their communities and sort of have an impact there.
Because a great saying, I remember, I'm not sure who said it, but the highest level of a blessing is to serve. To serve.
Wow.
Not as to be rich or wealthy or to make money or to be well known, but it is to serve, to know that I am going to create generational wealth through someone else. And it will be a ripple effect. So
it goes back to finding your why, right?
Yes.
I think sometimes we do different things, and you take a step back and ask yourself, why am I doing this? And I think that finding your why, sometimes that's one thing that drives you to stop doing things just for your selfishness or for yourself. Look, it's good to do things for yourself because you need to be happy to be able to help other people.
Others happy.
But I think finding your why would literally most of the time push you to sort of say, I want to have an impact. What are we doing as artists out there to really, really change the society, really improve, really end poverty, really inspire people around us? And they say charity begins at home. I was in conversation actually yesterday with this group, and one guy stood up and said, I've got a child. Look, so the guy is into theater therapy, and he tours around schools teaching young people about sex, and he's the biggest challenge is that I'm able to talk to these other kids, but I usually struggle to talk to my younger sister about sex. And I was like, what? But isn't it like that sometimes? Is that is it hard to help people around immediate family, your cousins? Because sometimes you want to go do charity literally at some squatter camp. I don't know sorry if that comes out wrong, but sometimes your closest cousin is unemployed, he's not inspired.
You know what I think the thing is? It's when, for example, as an artist, when you're doing a project that's yours, it's a bit too close to home and it's a bit sensitive, and you don't want to, you want it to be perfect. So it's kind of like that maybe with family, it's too close to home. There's just a lot of emotions running high. There's never been a platform or space made for such things, so it's more comfortable when you're in a different place, which is ironic. You're supposed to be more comfortable at home, but true. People that don't know your mistakes, that don't know your past,
they just look up to you.
They look at you, exactly. There's this light and this glow in their eyes, but someone that knows you for who you truly are, maybe won't take it the way you'd want them to take it. But that's important. Charity begins at home.
I've got a friend of mine here, Percy. Percy, how you doing, man?
Hi, Percy.
Yay. So Percy is saying, for me, the biggest exposure one can have is to look within and finding how that can blow. What does that mean? Percy, hey, you guys with this English, that sounds deep, ne?
Yeah.
But I like the idea of looking within. I think to put yourself in a position to help other people, you really have to start with yourself.
That's where it starts.
Yeah, I think we've been going on and on and on and on. Let's take a short break, and then when we come back, our guest is not getting here. When we come back, we'll work towards wrapping up the show. Again, you're listening to Insightful Conversation on Brand Live. Follow us on Instagram, on Twitter at Actor Spaces. We're on brandlive.co.za.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Brandlive.co.za is thought leadership radio. It's a new way to communicate your brand, your value, and what we think about your industry. Be a leader, be a voice, and we will help you shape your industry. Our radio platform is for thought leaders who want to share insights, businesses who want to create value for their databases, organizations who want to control their message, but those that drive change. Make your brand come alive on brandlive.co.za, harnessing the power of talk radio.
brandlive.co.za.
The Dramatic Talk with myself, Bongani Drama. Bringing you insightful conversations on the Convo Corner, your latest celebrity news on Dramatainment, and your latest fashion news on Stash and Fade.
This is Bongani.
And myself, Rose Rataha, bringing you your latest news and sports updates.
Every Wednesdays, 2 to 3 p.m. Only on www.brandlive.co.za.
You tuned in to Insightful Conversations with me, Ayanda Sitebe. Hey guys, these phones and stuff, like they
messages
really
are coming in. People are excited about the topic.
People are really excited about this topic. Some people are even trying to call in. Guys, we must figure out this calling thing in. People want to call us. Someone says, I want to call into the show and talk. I'm like really enjoying, I think I love this time, and I think I love it's always Mandela Day, but I think with this one, like, there was a big shift, you know. Even having Barack Obama talking, having a lecture on the day before, was it? Yeah, the day before.
I was watching it on YouTube.
Yeah, he said, I think he's ready to speak, eh?
Now he's ready. He feels free. He doesn't.
Yeah. He's speaking his mind, and he's always spoken his mind, but I think now he's like telling it the way it is. Like, I think he spoke about corruption in a very, subtle way, and that's good. And hence I'm saying there's like a different tone, there's a different shift, but I think we still have to like search ourselves as young people, as like the new sort of generation, if you want to call it. What more can we do?
And I think, a lot of us, when we think charity, especially young people, we think money. We think, oh my gosh, I don't have money to give, or maybe as an actor, you might not know how to start, but you can start with what you love. Give your art. And this is not you giving things away, but this is you giving your time. Of your art, the things that the things you've learned through your art. Go to to a place that gives classes on arts and drama and things like that. Just give back with your art, with what you love. Just start there.
Yeah. Man, look, we can go on and on and on and on. Big apologies to not having our guest here, but I think we're an insightful conversation somehow.
Pretty insightful.
Local artists need to give back. I'm reading something from Ferry here. Local artists need to give back. One does not need to hit the pinnacles they aim to give back. That's what we're saying, right? That's what you just said now, is that you don't need money to inspire someone. You know what? Another thing that really touched me yesterday. Yesterday we went to a home. We went to a home. We didn't have anything with us to give. What we gave was conversations with those young people. Just conversations. And I think that emphasizes on the power of giving. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be tangible things. Sometimes a conversation can go a long way. I'm in this industry because of conversations. No one literally gave me anything, but mostly was conversations I had with like amazing people.
And that edified you, right?
It did. Okay, look at where we are now. So, but I think, sometimes it's just having the right conversation. Sometimes it's about just us as individuals taking that responsibility to be just to be role models. Like finding it in ourselves to say, how can I have an impact around me, around back at my community. How can I just have an impact? Look at time. We so out of time. I think we must find ways to really continue with such dialogues, such conversations and so forth. But yeah, I had fun. Thank you so much for being like the guest co-host today. It was amazing.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the team there. Andy Pe, he does amazing things there. He's our sound engineer. He's like always like pointing out his fingers, and now he's like, guys, you are out of time. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wanted to leave you with a quote. What was the quote? Please tell the people that quote that you just said that I liked. It's so confusing, but if you get it,
let's hope I get it like in the first try.
Yeah.
So this is from the Erykah Badu song "On and On." A man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all.
Go figure your life out. Thank you so much, guys. It's lights, camera, and acting.
Harnessing the power of talk radio. Brandlive.co.za